A new Pokemon Presents dropped today that gave us information on Pokemon Champions and Pokemon Legends ZA. Pokemon Champions confirm connectivity with Pokemon Home in order to get Pokemon, but you can also recruit Pokemon to battle with as well in the game itself. Pokemon Champions also showed a new way to raise your Pokemon, making it easy to change stats in-game, though this does require the new VP currency. We also got a brand new Mega reveal today in Pokemon Legends ZA in Mega Dragonite, which retains its Dragon Flying typing. So what are your thoughts on today's Pokemon Direct? Let me know down below and let's talk about it. Okay, first things first, as we get into this, I would love to know your thoughts down below, but let's talk about the VP, which is their currency in-game. Apparently, it cannot be directly purchased, so keep battling and getting VP to power up your teams even more. Now, that's not to say there won't be some type of multiplier in the game in whatever game's version of a mart or store as it is. Obviously, this is a free-to-play game, so we do expect some elements where Pokemon will be able to earn money. I just want to cut myself off real quick. It is not confirmed that it is free-to-play, so does that change your thoughts on the game at all? Let me know down below, and let's keep going, which is most likely going to be on aesthetics, and again, maybe some type of multiplier that you can use to gain more VP while playing ranked battles. But I do like the fact that, you got to gain it by playing. So ranked battles, and you'll need VP to recruit and train Pokemon. So that's a big thing I want to talk about. And obviously the thing is, Pokemon Champions is coming out 2026. I think a lot of people expected this. I'm personally thinking it's going to happen for their 30th anniversary in February, that they'll be launching Pokemon Champions around there. I don't think it made sense for it to launch this year because we have Pokemon Legends ZA coming out October 16th. Today, we also got some information on how to get your team. Of course, it confirmed connectivity with Pokemon Home, which I think is great for people who want to bring their games. But everybody was telling me before, oh, it's only going to be Pokemon Home connectivity. I think that made no sense because it's a game that was going to be on mobile and Switch. It's a game that's going to bring the masses to it. You should be able to play and get Pokemon without having to previously play Pokemon or have Pokemon in Pokemon Home. So they do have this new recruit feature, which allows you to get Pokemon through the game itself, which I think is a very good feature. Now, it does have a trial period and a permanent recruitment. So cool thing about the trial pyramid is you have, am I saying pyramid? My gosh, I'm slurring my words today. Period is that you do have 7 days to use the Pokemon. The bad thing, and it's free. The bad thing about the trial recruitment is that you cannot train your Pokemon during their trial recruitment. So these are most likely going to be like sets that are standard, whether you're playing doubles or singles. They did show a rank ladder. They did show you can play a doubles or singles. They only showed 3v3 in singles, but I'm hoping that in my custom games versus my friends, I'll be able to bring all 6 if I want to. I have nothing against Battle Stadium singles. I think BSS is very fun. My friend Splash Play, who did the intro, uploads it, and I enjoy that content a lot. I've done a couple videos with him, but obviously it says battle the way I want to, and the way I want to is 6v6. But I do like the fact that you can get trials and use some Pokemon. Of course, you can only do it once per day, and you do have 7 days to do that. So in 6 days, you can get your full team, and you can use it for 1 day. if you really want to try some things. But this is interesting as well. Like I said, I assume it'll let you recruit the Pokemon and then show certain sets on it, or it'll just be a standard set on it based on VGC or Battle Stadium of the previous game, so Scarlet and Violet from there. But of course, permanent recruitment does cost. It looks like do you want to recruit Gardevoir permanently? It does cost a certain amount of victory points right there. Right here, it's saying it costs 1,000 victory points to do the permanent recruitment. So we see it right there. So ideally, this is pretty easy to obtain, though, in the game. Again, playing ranked I think is fine, but hopefully there'll be it says other things in it. Maybe I can play a Pokemon pinball minigame in the game itself and get it, something like that. I would love a callback for that personally. I think training your Pokemon is the thing that got me the most excited. A lot of people were saying, oh no, this is going to be Pokemon Home. You're not going to be able to train your Pokemon. Again, I'm here thinking what is the point? This is all based on that. And I understand people and what they're thinking because it's Pokemon at the end of the day. It might be the biggest multimedia franchise in the world or up there, but it is not. We don't always get the most out of everything. I can acknowledge that. As someone who plays Pokemon every single day and loves Pokemon, I can acknowledge that sometimes they don't give us what we deserve, for sure. But tailor your team's skills in the training feature of Pokemon Champions. By using VP, you can hone your Pokemon's attack, defense, and other stats. You can even alter their abilities and moves. Customize your team to match your battle style. Though remember that you can train Pokemon during their recruitment. Now, it does not show items here, but I do have a screenshot from the actual game itself, from the trailer itself, that it does have items. So it's there. X is X item. X is the held items right there, as you see on the top right. There's a nasty moveset. What is this going to do? Like Assault Vest or something? Very nasty moveset. Now, the cool thing about this is that they have it based on like a little tick. So this is amazing, right? You'll have your 66 stat points to change, and you'll just be able to go up and down, making it very, very easy to quote unquote EV train your Pokemon. As you can see, there's also the option here for the nature, which amazing. I don't see anything for IVs. And when I was actually comparing Gardevoir stats to a Pokemon calculator, this is just 31 all. So I don't know if there is an option for IVs, or maybe they're just getting rid of that to make it a little bit simpler. So that means that if you're a special attacker, you know, you'll do more to yourself if you hit yourself in confusion, or foul play will do more to you. That's kind of the big one. Trick Room is another big one, obviously, on that side. But those are the only two that really matter. That also means that there will always be speed ties. Like sometimes you can make your Ursaluna maybe 2 speed IVs or anything like that to outspeed something else. Outspeed like Calyrex outside of Trick Room, etc., etc. Or like your Calyrex would be faster than Iron Hands. That way you can get the double kill and get the boost before. I don't see anything about IVs at all in this, but maybe that's something we'll see. It says you can alter EVs and abilities. It doesn't say and more. So I'm not 100% sure on that. But I do want to say something about this. It says we have 66 stat points to change. They actually give you, and based on this Gardevoir we see right here, 143, 76, 85, 177, 137, 145. This is all 31 IVs Gardevoir, 252 special attack, 252 speed modest, but it is an extra EV on Spadef. This should be 136. And big shout out to my homie right here, Jody, who put this. But basically, on the damage count, or on just Showdown, it is an extra EV. So you get an extra point. I've always talked about using my speed point. If I could, I'd use an extra point in speed. So I always win speed ties. Obviously, you can't break the limiter there. But they have an extra point just, I guess, to make it easy. I'm not sure why. But whatever, you get an extra point. That might actually matter. There's definitely damage calcs that come in range where if you have 4 defense, it's the difference between taking, 85 to 100% versus 84.5 to 99%, right? So that's an interesting thing that you can probably tweak with. I'm sure draft people are going to love that little extra EV. But enjoy your Pokemon battles right here. We do have the ranked battles. You'll test your skills against Pokemon trainers from all around the world. You'll rank with changing Pokemon depending on results. This way you can similar experience intense battles against trainers of similar skill. Playing rank also lets you obtain VP after your matches depending on the outcome. Oh, depending on the outcome. Oh, okay. It doesn't say lets you get like certain amount of VP depending on the outcome. It says depending on the outcome. So I guess you have to win to get VP. I hope that's not the case. I'm not worried about for me. I'm not saying I can't beat little Timmy, but I want little Timmy to be able to win too. Hopefully there's like maybe like, if let's say you get 100 for winning, you get 50 for losing. And some people are like, well, back in my day, I had to win to get this stuff. Yeah, sure, whatever. But I mean, I'm thinking about the more people playing Pokemon, the better for everybody, in my opinion. You challenge these modes in both single battle and double battles. They did say single battle a lot. They said ranked, casual, and private. Now, again, in the actual 3v3 right here, this is the single battles that they're actually showing right here. It says private battle single. You can only bring 3 Pokemon. I'm really hoping, again, this is just, it looks like they're playing in BDSP right now. Like this is the Pokemon they have on the left. But I really hope that this is just something they want to show for Battle Stadium singles because it is very, very popular on the other side of the world. And also it is another official format for Pokemon. Obviously 6v6 is not the official format. We just play it and you just play it in game. But I am hoping that there's an option to bring up to 6 Pokemon. Casual battles, same thing, test your battles against. It's a great way to experiment. You'll win without worrying about wins or losing affecting your ranking. I do hope that casual battles are also a way to get VP. It does specify ranked battles will give you VP, but I kind of hope casual battles will too. But I guess, it makes sense. It's just casual. There's no, why should they give you a prize for not taking me on the ladder? But just testing and having fun. I'll definitely be playing this a lot, by the way. And private battles, of course, you can select your format and a battle against your family, friends, or other people you know. Create a room where you and your opponent you'd like to face can have an exciting battle. Again, I really hope that this is something we can customize even more. I screamed when I saw this. Like, I was like, yeah, in the actual things. Like, this is what I wanted, right? I knew this would happen, and this is what I wanted. The extra EV is just a little joy, but like on the side. But I very, very, very much commence chaining is your VP. It says 700. It says we had 4,000, so it costs 764 VP to train this Gardevoir. If you want to move the moves also, it looks like they changed the moves as well in Gardevoir, so that Psychic cost 100 VP as well. The ability looks like a very easy change as well that we saw from Trace to, like, you'll be able to change the ability, Timid, and all that stuff. So obviously it's going to cost. Again, ideally you start off the game when you get in, you get your little login bonus every day, and it's very easy to get this. I'm really hoping that everything is extremely easy. Normally you get 65 EVs worth of stats. I like that. So I just like the fact that we get an extra EV there anyway. But what are your thoughts on Pokemon Champions? I am excited that we have more information. I'm excited about this. I want to see how easy it is to get VP. And I'm sure someone's going to put up a day one video where like get 100,000 VP this way in like 2 hours. And honestly, I'm going to be doing that, right? But usually you get 65 stat points worth of EVs, and Champion Show 66. I think that's really pretty cool in itself. But let me know your thoughts down below, and let's get into Pokemon Legends ZA. Also, one other thing I want to talk about Champions. Right here, we now have, you see where it says Moonblast versus Hydreigon from Gardevoir? It says extremely effective now, right? So it's super effective. There's a category higher now, extremely effective, which just means 4 times. I'm sure they're also going to have one that's like for 4 times resist as well. Not very effective, not very, very effective as that. Also, did they ever mention if Champions was free to play? I don't actually remember that. I just think we all assumed it would be free. I don't remember if actually it was a free to play game, because with the fact that there's now VP, it might be a game like where it's not purchased, keep battling and getting. Maybe it's a game you actually have to pay for. I'm not sure. I felt like if it's a mobile game though, it should be free, but whatever. I don't know. Maybe because there's no microtransactions in it with that, but maybe there will be. Who knows? Who absolutely knows? I have zero idea. You maybe either pay for it or not. Hopefully it's not too much if it is. But anyway, into Pokemon Legends ZA. So we'll go right into it. Mega Dragonite was revealed, obviously, as y'all know. We'll just click right on Mega Dragonite. We can talk about the story stuff after, but if you click on Mega Dragonite, it is confirmed to be, if it will load up, I think everybody's on this page, but if it's confirmed to be Dragon and Flying type still. Again, I'm still not confirmed about Champions when it comes to that. Also, the site was just lagging. It wasn't even like me specifically, but I'm still not sure about that. Let me know your thoughts. You do have to pay for online to use Champions on the Switch, but like on phone, obviously, like you just use whatever. But anyway, we see Dragon Flying. I know a lot of people do not like Dragonites. Well, not a lot of people, but the people that were vocal about it don't all like Dragonite's Mega form. I wish it was blue. I'm gonna be honest. I like the fact that it goes more with the Dratini Dragonair line. I just wish it was blue. Dragon Flying, some people were saying prior to us knowing its typing, oh, maybe instead of Aerolate, it has Pixelate. I'm gonna be honest. This looks like the most Aerolate of Aerolates I've ever seen. This looks like the most Aerolate of Aerolates I've ever seen. But if we look through its description, Mega Dragonite has distinctive Dragonair-like features such as pearl on its tail and wings on its head. Makes Mega Evolution can fly faster and farther than before. Now we know that fly faster doesn't always mean that the Pokemon will be fast. Vikavolt, we're talking about you. However, this is a Mega Pokemon. It gets 100 plus stat boost. Dragonite is a pseudo legendary. It has 600 BST, so it gets to 700 BST. We saw what happened to Mega Mence when it went from the base 100 to base 120, right? So Dragonite is already a scary Pokemon. If they do end up giving this thing Aerolate, there's no way it survives, right? Aerolate Dragonite is the ability you give it in every single OM, National Dex, whatever it allows you, National Dex AAA, whatever OM allows you to use Aerolate on Dragonite, you use it because that with E-Speed is crazy. I don't think there's any wasted stat point on Dragonite. Dragonite's already a bulky Pokemon as it is. It is a bulky Pokemon that can easily set up. Tank Dragonite sets existed in many generations. Generation 5, you saw the substitute Dragon Tail Thunder set on Rain with Roost. And then we also see like DD Heal Bell was a Generation 4 set. You also saw Sub Roost DD, Sub Fly as well with Z on different things. So Dragonite can really benefit from both defensive and offensive sets, from special sets as well, mixed sets too. So I think 100 points is going to be crazy going into this Pokemon. And let's see what this says. Even its kind power nature is powered up. For Mega Dragonite, ending a Pokemon match quickly is an act of kindness towards its opponent. Jeez. Its kind-hearted nature gets amplified when it Mega Evolves, and it launches powerful attacks at its opponent with a smile. At the same time, it senses someone in trouble. It has a kindness to instantly rush to their aid, even if it's in the middle of an intense battle. So, this could also mean Dragonite gets Friend Guard, right? It kind of sounds like, you know, Friend Guard dealing with friends. It can mean anything. I feel like if it's a Mega Pokemon, this would be nasty. If it's Friend Guard, though, that'd be actually absolutely nasty for, like, VGC, because you have multi-scale prior to Mega Evolve, so you're guaranteed to live a hit, and then or you can have Inner Focus, so you don't flinch, I guess, if you're playing VGC 2, but you're guaranteed to live a hit, and then you have the Friend Guard for it, and Dragonite is a nasty Pokemon. Pokemon with Friend Guard are not that, like, I don't want to say not that great. Malasol, Clefairy, cool. Yeah, I've done a lot for VGC. Good job. But this is a Dragonite. It is, there is no Friend Guard Mon that is an offensive beast like this Dragonite, right? Like Population Bomb, Maushold comes first, but then you don't get your Technician. You don't get your little Technician, which I think is big in my opinion. And then you don't get the massive power that you get with that. So who knows? If it gets Air Relay, I definitely don't think Dragonite will be lasting if it gets Air Relay. Extreme Speed's all you need. Flying Stab is already, flying offensively is already crazy, right? It's always been crazy. We just don't have either the best distribution or the best moves. Hurricane is a disgusting move, 30% chance to confuse the opponent, but it's only 70% accurate, and not everybody gets it. Brave Bird is an amazing offensive one, but again, not everybody gets it, and also the recoil from it. And that's why you see a lot of Terra Blast fly on special or physical sets, and it ends up being very, very good, or like on Landorus and things like that, or on Dragonite too. Or you end up seeing like Frustration / Return in OMs that allow you to have like Air Relay and Pixelate, again on Landorus, on Dragonite, etc. Because Fly Stab or even Mega Mence, which used to run Frustration with Dragonance, or Facade even. Because Fly Stab is absolutely broken. We just don't have the widest distribution or the best coverage for everywhere. So if it gets Air Relay, I can't see the Mon stay, man. You can't give me priority Air Relay, man. With E-Speed too, so it's not even regular priority, it's plus 2. What are your thoughts on Mega Dragonite? I know in the way it looks, people might be disappointed. I don't really, like, I like the fact that it looks like the Dragonair line. I just wish it was kind of, I wish it got blue when it Mega Evolved, I'll be honest. I would like it a little bit more in that case. But I'm excited for it competitively, and I cannot wait to see the ability it gets. I believe Legends ZA doesn't have abilities, if I'm not mistaken, if it's anything like Legends Arceus, but I'm excited to see what the ability it gets. Let me know down below your thoughts on Mega Dragonite. You're also going to be part of Team MZ, so a little bit of a story. I guess, I mean, this is official news, so, but if you don't want to read this part, like, hop off the video, obviously, if you consider it spoilers, but you'll be part of Team MZ, so you're actually going to be trying, you're actually going to be running around, I like the character designs, but you're going to be, like, walking around with a team, kind of like an XY as well. Right? It was you, and then it was like your 50 friends that played with you and stopped you every 10 feet to battle. I'm just remembering my XY Egglock. Oh my gosh. They were beating me down in that. But I think one of the cool things I saw is Rogue Mega Evolution disturbs the peace. So the fact that Pokemon can kind of just Mega Evolve and go crazy in there, and you're able to battle it down, I think is really cool. The corporation driving Lumos development will task you and the rest of Team MZ with aiding their investigation of these strange occurrences. So obviously you have your little quest. You can obtain Megastones by pacifying rogue Mega Pokemon. So that's how you get your Megastones in game, and you'll be able to use them. I like that a lot. I think it's going to be really fun for the story as well. I'm excited to play this game. I like that. I think it's going to be better than Legends Arceus just because I enjoyed Legends Arceus, but I felt I didn't have a lot to do. And this thing feels like it'll have more quests, plus I'll be able to battle kind of the way I want to, in my opinion, without the strong and, you know, agile style. Also, the pre-orders are available now. I think I have a Walmart link if you want to check it out, but if you don't, who cares? And you get your Mega Gardevoir with it too. Little Ralts boy over here, your Mega Storm Gardevoir. Nice like that. It opens the chest display to release psychic power. Yeah, and this is all just that. Receive a code for 100 Pokeballs as early purchase bonus for digital version. I would love a little bit more than just 100 Pokeballs, the thing that you could buy. It's not much, but what are your thoughts? I know some people wanted a little bit more news when it came to ZA, but ZA is also right around the corner. I'm also a big believer in that less is more. In the past, we've had Pokemon reveals where we just got everything. But I'm also on the flip side, I will look at leaks and do everything as well because I get more excited for that stuff too. So I'm on both sides of it when it comes to that. We are really close to Pokemon Worlds though. August is right around the corner, so we'll probably get a new reveal there. Another new Mega will most likely be revealed. I remember Pokemon Worlds revealed Mega Slowbro for the first time many years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So Pokemon Worlds will definitely get some more information as well. I know there's a Nintendo Direct coming up too, but I doubt we'll see any Pokemon news on that Nintendo Direct. But what are your thoughts? Let me know down below. I think there's also one more site we should check. Oh, okay. One more game I want to talk about is this Pokemon Friends thing. This has nothing to do with competitive, but just know when this was going on the stream, I downloaded it immediately. I'm a big fan of games that I can play when I have no connection. Can you get out of here? Big fans, like I'm a big fan of games I can play when I have zero connection. So I downloaded this during the actual stream, and I will be playing this whenever I have no connection. It's just mini games of Pokemon and just fun stuff. Like this right here is literally the ice puzzle from I guess Gen 2 and Gen 3. This is the ice puzzle right here. So you go through with the light bulbs and you go through and do that. So I will be playing this when I have free time as well, just like this kid, and having a good time. But nothing really else to talk about. What are your thoughts? Are you excited? Are you mad? What's going on? How you feeling about Pokemon Legends ZA? How are you feeling about Pokemon Champions? I'm still not confirmed that if Champions is free to play or not. I have no idea. Shout out to Cerebi as well. I have no idea. Like now, at first I thought it'd be free because it's a mobile game, but then you have to pay for certain things. But with the VP being non-purchasable, I am not 100% sure if it would be. I don't mind paying for the game if it's it's a fine game and I'm gonna be playing it throughout. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.